Hey everyone, in this video we're going to check out a word problem that deals with a system of equations. The first thing I want to do when I look at one of these problems is to read it very carefully and underline any important information. So this problem says that Lauren only has nickels and quarters in her purse. There are a total of 15 coins in her purse with a total value of $1.95. So we want to find out how many nickels and how many quarters are in her purse. So what I'm going to do first, and this is typical, my typical first step for a system of equation word problems, I'm going to define my variables. So n, I'm going to let n represent the number of nickels. And likewise, I'm going to let q represent the number of quarters. So once I've defined my variables, I'm going to set up two different equations, because remember, a system of equation is more than one equation. So the first one, it's going to deal with the number of coins. So we have 15 total coins. So I know that the number of nickels plus the number of quarters add up to 15, because there are 15 total coins. So my nickels plus my quarters add up to 15 total coins. My second equation is going to deal with the price. So I know that a nickel is 5 cents, so it's 5 cents per nickel, so 5 cents times n, plus the price per quarter, which is 25 cents, so 25 cents per quarter, and that is going to add up to equal $1.95. So just looking back at this second equation, 5 cents per nickel plus 25 cents per quarter adds up to equal $1.95. My next step is I need to figure out which method for solving systems of equation to use. Well, I'm not going to be able to use elimination very easily, but I will be able to use substitution. In this first equation, I can easily solve for n or q, and then I'll be able to plug it back into the second equation. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to solve n plus q equals 15. I'm going to solve it for one of the variables. I'm going to solve it for n. So I'm going to subtract q from both sides. So I will now have n equals 15 minus q. And since n equals 15 minus q, I'm able to substitute 15 minus qn for n. So that's what I'm going to do next. So in my second equation, I'm going to plug 15 minus qn for n. So that's going to be 0.05. Instead of n, this is where we're going to plug in 15 minus q. This is the substitution part. So plus 0.25q equals $1.95. So now I just need to perform algebra to solve this equation. So I distribute my 0.05. So when I distribute 0.05, I have 0.75 minus 0.05q plus 0.25q equals 1.95. So I'm going to combine like terms. Negative 0.05q plus 0.25q is a positive 0.20q. So I need to subtract 0.75 from both sides. And when I subtract 0.75, I'm going to have 0.20q left on the left side, and on the right side, I will have 1.20. So my final step is to divide both sides by 0.20, and q is going to equal 6. So that means I have 6 quarters, right? And then my final step, we want to figure out how many nickels and quarters we have. So I just need to come over here to the right side, and I've already solved for n. So now I know that I have 6 quarters. So the number of nickels is 15 minus 6 equals 9. So I have 9 nickels. My final answer will be Lauren has 6 quarters and 9 nickels. Hey guys, thanks for joining us for another video, and I hope this was helpful. I'm going to put a link to the next video at the top of this screen, and any related videos I'm going to leave along the bottom. Please feel free to leave any questions or any comments or any suggestions in the comments below, and we'll see you for our next video. Thanks.